Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. This is going to be your stock watch list. A little bit of market talk for tomorrow, Tuesday, the 2nd of April. Happy April Fool's Day. I played an April Fool's joke for my room today. I called a swing trade on HUNT, and right away they caught on. So that was my April Fool's joke, doing a swing trade in HUNT, which is currently still in a T12 halt on HUNT. So today in the markets, we had a lot of green across the screen. All right, the FANG names moving up nicely today. Why were we up? China data rockets the U.S. markets higher. April 1st, first day of the quarter, strong day for the bulls. Was a trend day up. China manufacturing numbers were good. Markets closed strong. A lot of option activity, call activity today. So the Nasdaq was up 99 points. The Dow was up 329 points. S&P up 33. Dow Jones Transports up 235 points today. So as you can see on this heat map from FinViz, this is the S&P 500 for the day. You see Apple was up, even though they're lowering prices. Some news came out, Apple lowering prices in China on their phones. The stock did move down on that news, but recovered nicely for the day, up over 0.5%. Amazon was up almost 2% on the day. The semis got a lot of buying today. Facebook was up, Google was up, Microsoft was up. Even the banks got a little buying today. Look at JP Morgan up over 3% on the day. The Bank of America up almost 3.5%. We had Citigroup up almost 3.5% on the day. PayPal was rising up today, 1.65%. So a very good day for the bulls. We did have some red over there in the healthcare sector. UNH was down, J&J down, Merck kind of flat for the day. Amgen got a little buying, up 1%, AMGN. Guild moved up a little over 1% on the day, but we did get some selling in Medtronics today. So a little bit of red on our screens. Coca-Cola and Pepsi, maybe some of the defensive names took a little bit of a rest today, but overall a good day for the bulls. Netflix was up almost 3% on the day for Netflix. Let's go ahead and go through the trade exchange calendar. So we got a lot of data out today. We had 3 numbers come out at 10 o'clock. Nobody really got scared by them. Like I said, the SPY continued to move up today, closed on the highs. I'll show you a chart of the SPY in a little bit. We're, all leading up to the employment report on Friday at 8:30. Does it really matter what number that's going to be? I mean, the Fed is basically out of the way. There's no place else to put your money except in the stock market, and you're not getting any kind of yield or interest on your money. So folks are still moving their money into the stock market. We do get some Fed speak going on, but do they really matter? The only one that matters is Jerome Powell, what he says, and he's dovish and he's not raising rates anytime soon. So we'll see what that jobs number is coming into Friday at 8:30. As far as earnings, really not much on our plate for earnings. You do get Constellation Brands, STZ before the open on Thursday. That's about the biggest name. Dave & Buster's tomorrow, PLAY symbol there, GameStop, and you get Walgreens Boots Alliance before the bell tomorrow, symbol WBA there for that one. But overall, not a lot of earnings. If we go back to the calendar, there's a lot of small companies coming out with earnings. This is a nifty calendar by the Trade Exchange news team out there. So tomorrow before the bell, you have ALT, ANGO, GNUS, LW, and then, like I said, Walgreens Boots Alliance. After the bell, Play, PLAY, GME, EXFO, CHCO, some of the earnings coming out for tomorrow. So like I said on the video earlier, the TLT was moving down today, which means bond yields were moving up. The TLT has been on a tear. This is the inverse for the bonds. As this moves up, yields move down. As this moves down, yields move up. Today we had a down day in the TLT, so a little bit of steam coming out of the TLT today. Let's go ahead and look at some of the markets real fast. I talked about that we're getting that golden cross possible on the SPY. So what is a golden cross? That's when the 50 SMA crosses the 200 SMA. So we have a possibility of that on the SPY. Now, it doesn't automatically mean that we're going to, the moon here, but it could be a possible, it doesn't always mean a bullish signal, but the same thing on the Q. So possible golden crosses here on the SPY and the Q. As you can see, the dark blue line is the 50 SMA and the 200 SMA is my green line right here. So possible cross there. If we go to the Dow Jones 30, we already did have the golden cross back here back in the beginning of March. So that is moving up on the Dow Jones 30. So we did have that golden cross there. So like I said, it doesn't mean anything until it means anything, right? But it is bullish, right? Overall, it is bullish. It's a good sign. The IWM was up today, showing a little better strength after we bounced off that 100 SMA back here. We're back over the 50, back over the fast-moving averages. We still have this 200 SMA to contend with. IWC, which is the micro cap, Russell micro cap, still below the 20 SMA. Would like to see this start performing a little bit better. The IBB, let's take a look at that. Holding above the 200 SMA, the larger biotech stocks, but we do have this kind of trend line in the way on the IBB. Let's go ahead and take a look at the XBI, and that is trying to get up over this 93 area. A little bit of a pullback from there today on the XBI, so not a lot of strength in the XBI as of yet. All right, let's go ahead and look at some of our sectors today. So like I said, the TNX, the bond yield was up 3.44% on the day. The steel names, the SLX had a nice move up today. Names like US Steel, Cliff, CLF, AKS, what's the other one? Nucor Steel, NUE, SHLD. So X was up today, also US Steel. So some nice moves in the steel stocks. That's signified here by the SLX, the steel ETF. The OIH climbing 3% on the day. The regional banks bounced back today, up almost 3% on the day. Oil was up today. Light sweet crude oil closing up above $60 a barrel. Actually, $61.59 was your closing price there on oil. So a good strong day, up almost 2.5%. Like I said, the transports had a very strong day, and that's with oil moving up today. So didn't stop the bulls from buying the transports. Gold was down over 8% on the day. The VIX, there's no fear out here right now. The GLD was down. Silver was down on the day. The dollar down fractionally on the day. Let's go ahead and look at our sector performance. The XLF, the banks, up almost 2.5% on the day. The select industrials were up 2.07% on the day. The XME, which is the metals and mining ETF, up almost 2% on the day. So that's some of your sectors. Your best stock in the Dow today, Caterpillar moving up today, followed by JP Morgan, UTX, and Boeing all moving up. We even had Goldman Sachs moving up almost 2.5% on the day. In the S&P 500, we had Win moving up today over 8% as some strong numbers came in from China. So you had names like Win, LVS, all moving up today. MLCO is another casino stock. To the downside today, we got this MBMD down about 3%. Monster, MNST moving down. Kellogg selling off a piece of themselves. That stock was down 2.37% on the day. Over in the NASDAQ, NXIP, NXPI, was up almost 7% on the day. NTES was up 6% on the day. Autodesk up 5%. AMAT had a very strong day. Semis were very strong today. AMAT up almost 4% on the day. JD.com was up almost 4% on the day. Some of the stocks that I watch, Lyft to the downside here was down almost 12% on the day. It was down even worse than that. I think at one point it was down 14%, but closed down about 12% on the day. INSP down about 9% on the day. TNDM, this one was took a hit today, down almost 6% for the day. BlackBerry, which had earnings on Friday and was a big mover on Friday, gave back some of those gains, down almost 5% on the day on that name. In the marijuana space, the marijuana sector, your big winner today was VFF, up 9% on the day. TRPX up 7%. APHA up 7% on the day. YGYI was getting some buying today, almost up 6% on the day. Some of your low floaters that were popping today, we actually played PULM on the break of $1.90 today, moved up real nice strong move there. This thing moved up 82% on the day. FTD was moving up today, up 31%. ARCI climbing 30%. Trove had a good day today, up about 27% on the day. So that's some of your small names. Even EVOK was up today, 13%. SOLY climbing 11% on the day. Soli, the one that takes the tattoos off, Solutions, that one had a really nice day today, moving up. Very spready in that stock, though. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the news that came out after the bell, courtesy of the Trade Exchange News Service, built by traders for traders. You had ADMA, EFOI halt news pending, so we'll check that out as we scroll through. IRWD had some news after the bell tonight. TTPH Pharmaceuticals to present an upcoming investor conference on TTPH. INSM had some news. RARX announces acceptance of some of its phase 2, so you can pause the video here, read that for yourself. AVEO, which I traded in the service today. We called it in the service today, over 97 cents. We got the $1 break in after hours. Some folks are holding this in my service. Popped up to $1.35 on AVEO, so having a strong after hours on that name. Positive results from phase 1B for AVEO, so a nice move up there. LPTX had some news after the bell tonight on LPTX. Let's go ahead and take a look at some other news that came out courtesy of the Trade Exchange here. OCX also had some news tonight after the bell. OCX, late-breaking abstract at the American Thoracic Society 2019 International Conference. Let's check it out, see if anything's going on there. That stock is moving down in the after hours. SRRA reported some news after the bell tonight on SRRA. Stock is moving up a bit. Let's see, preclinical data presented, late-breaking oral presentation reports profound, durable, synergistic activity. All right, so some positive news, I guess, there. So they're moving this SRRA. Doesn't look like a lot of volume, though. Let's get in, keep scrolling here. ANFI, Natural Foods, ANFI had some news. Stock is selling off in the after hours. Announces results for the 6 months ending September 30th. So I guess the results were not too good. And they also gave guidance for the next 12 months. Guess they're not happy with that guidance. That moving down. FAA says it expects to get the Boeing final package of its software enhancement. Let's check Boeing in the after hours. Holding up, moving up all day today on Boeing. MRO, Marathon Oil signs definitive agreement for third-party gas through existing Equatorial infrastructure. So let's check MRO. That stock moving up in the after hours. We actually have a swing trade going on in this name on MRO. So good to see that one moving up. Let's see, what else do we have? SGMO had some news. We did get an S1 filed here on PULM after the bell tonight. So PULM selling off. So a potential of an offering there on PULM. Blink net loss for the year ending December 31st. BLNK. That stock, not much action in the after hours. Once again, you can pause the video and read these news stories. There's the BLNK right there. If you want to read that, pause the video. Let's see, BILI proposed offering here on Billy. It's a China name, BILI. That one is moving down in the after hours. CERS, let's see, expandable debt facility on that one. STAG, public offering of common stock on STAG. Let's check that out. Stock is moving down. Once you see an offering, that means dilution. And then we got some top insider purchases coming out after the bell. Meat, JMP, ADIL, SAEX. This one had earnings that came out after the bell tonight. So this is a oil exploration company. So that stock is moving up. It's on my watch list. We'll get into the watch list in a few moments. So there's some of your top insider purchases that came out after the bell tonight, courtesy of the Trade Exchange News Service. All right, so let's go ahead and get into that watch list for tomorrow. I saw Alt perking up a little bit. Now, earnings are coming out on tomorrow on Alt. Maybe it gets a little bit of a pop from their earnings coming out. It's a beaten down name. I saw 1.6 million shares came into this Alt, so it'll be on watch. Don't know if we'll get a trade in it. AMD, always watching AMD, holding above the fast-moving averages. Semis were very strong today, so this one will be on watch. Looks to me like it has to take out the highs, 2656 on AMD. So I'll be watching this one if it can clear the highs from today. I hope we don't have another 200-point gap up in the markets tomorrow. Would like a little bit of a flatter open. I think you get better trades if that happens. ATNM, nice pop up here today, 2 million shares. Now this is an under $1 name. Like I said, we traded AVEO today. It was an under $1 name. Took it at 97 cents, and it did pop and is moving up in the after hours. This will be also on watch again for tomorrow, AVEO, so that ANTM will be on watch. Nice volume, nice push up, nice candle. Now, once again, this is an under $1 name, so I like to give a mixture on the videos. AVGR getting and clearing above $1. We do have a recent high back here on AVGR of $1.10. The high today on this name, if you like these $1 names, was 105. 4.7 million shares came into this one. Keep an eye on it. So let's get into some bigger names now. Cliff, right? We talked about this one. Cliff, the steel sector was strong today. So Cliff looks like it needs to get up over that 1065 area for CLF. Nice volume today. Keep an eye on this one, maybe trying to turn the corner and move up here. If you like the bigger names, oil names, CVX looks real good here. Has the highs today of 125.27. Maybe you get a pullback to about the 10 SMA if you want to try it that way, or wait for it to clear that 125.35 area for a CVX. Oil has been moving up. Nice move up here on that one today. DNR, small little oil stock. This one actually had unusual options activity in it today on DNR. I'll bring that over. This is a mailing I get each night from the Trade Exchange. So DNR had January 2 call activity on the offer today, so DNR will be on watch for tomorrow. It's an oil name. Keep that one on watch for DNR. EVOK, let's check this one in the after hours. Let's see, they had popped it up today. Not too much going on in EVOK in the after hours. I didn't really like this closing candle. Gave up a lot of the gains as it got up here to $2. The volume was expanding though. kind of a back burner. Now, keep your eye on some of these FANG names, right? Facebook, Zuckerberg went and said that, you could put regulations on there. He even had some ideas for regulations. So Facebook trying to turn back up here on FB. Netflix. Some of these FANG names are looking a lot better. Netflix, Google looking better. Google trying to break out above that 1200 area. Amazon looking real good, trying to get up over the recent highs there. Apple had that news today that they were, lowering the prices of their phones in China. The stock sold off, got down to about 188.50, and then nice comeback here for Apple. So keep Apple on your watch. Looks like if it can clear the highs today, might get the shorts nervous there. 191.68, so call it 191.75, 192 area for Apple. Let's see, what else do we have on our watch list? I saw, GBR. I actually tried this one today. It popped up about 12 cents and then pulled back on me, so I had to get right back out. But maybe with this SAEX moving up, maybe GBR might want to move up tomorrow, so keep that one on watch. JMU, if the China names, this one is moving up in the after hours. JMU, a China name. There's also Craig. There's also Triple CL is another China name. So keep some China names on watch. Baba, didn't like the close on Baba today, right? Baba is one of the components of KWEB, which is the China ETF. Now, this had a very strong day, up 2.5%, but Baba just didn't want to participate today, so that one kind of a funky candle today on that name. But keep an eye on some of those smaller China names, JMU one in particular. Lyft, if they want to keep pushing this thing down, that's fine with me. We can maybe get it cheaper for a bounce here on Lyft. I put a poll out on my Twitter feed, Zozo Stockwatch. Is this one going to go down and break 50 this week? This month or never. So if you want to go ahead and participate in that full poll out on my Twitter feed, you can go ahead and do so. I think this thing is going to go down to at least $60 a share this week, but you never know. They might come in and protect it. Some of the crypto stocks have been moving up. We had Mara moving up a little bit today, so I'll watch that. Riot was moving up a little bit today. And let me bring over the chart of Bitcoin real fast just to show you. So Bitcoin is getting above and holding above 4,000 now on Bitcoin. So you could get some excitement in some of the Bitcoin names like Mara, and then the other one is Riot. All right, so Riot is trying to get up over the 200 SMA. Keep an eye on this one if they do get those names going. NLNK had a nice pop today, 2.7 million shares. It did give back some of the gains, but it's holding up here in the after hours. NLNK, you might want to watch that one. A couple of shippers, NM and MCI. This one popped all the way up to 425. Now, there's nothing really going on here, but if this market starts getting really giddy, maybe this NMCI might want to make a move. PET is another small oil stock. I think it needs to get up over $3. Keep an eye on that. Roku had a real nice day. We got a trade in Roku today. We made a little under $1 on it on Roku, but it has this $70 area up ahead on Roku. Keep an eye on that. Let's see. Square is another possible. It's been a little bit of a laggard here on Square. The high today on Square was 76.70. So maybe over that 76.80 area for Square to maybe get going. Trove was moving up today, kind of sold off. So we'll see on that one tomorrow. Twitter trying to still get back above this 200 SMA. 200 SMA on Twitter. Let's see, TWTR, 200 SMA is at 33.57, so maybe 33.60, 33.65. Keep an eye on Twitter. VKTX was strong the other day on Friday. Today, kind of an inside day, battling that $10 area. Keep it on watch. And then finally, YRIV, a small little name, perking up today. 10 million shares came into this YRIV. They're holding it up at 68 cents, pulled back from about 72 cents on YRIV. You may want to keep an eye on that one if you like those under $1 names. All right, this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. Please hit the like, subscribe button, hit that bell if you want to be notified when we do a video, and thank you so much for the support on the videos. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get this channel growing. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit the like buttons down below. Greatly appreciate it. Have a great day trading tomorrow. If you'd like to check out my service, down in the description box down below is a link. You could try us for $30 for 30 days. All right, everybody, have a great night and a good day trading for Tuesday.